Yeah, it's that cold. Negative 50 with wind chill. No shooting today.
He's a champion. He's never gonna say, yeah, take me out.
It's say yay or nay.
One of the most underrated cities. Carnegie Mellon's only like...
You're the worst daughter in the world.
Come on, Mom.
I'm still going for my best.
Something special is going to happen.
2,000 years later.
Not sure. How's Trent? Is he okay?
Been tough on our used cars.
For certain liver tests.
Well, welcome back to Elfster's Rifles and Reloading, part 1 of this Ruger Precision Rimfire and 22 LR magazine and 47 products sled review. Now, before I proceed, I want to make this crystal clear in regards to the 47 products sled. The Rp Sled is in beta, so this is not the final product, so keep that in mind. So a few months ago, I was at the range with my good buddy Sean, and he was shooting his Ruger semi-auto 1022, and he was using his 10-round BX magazine in his semi-auto. And I asked him if I could use it for a second in replacement of my BX 15 mag that came with my Ruger RPR and 22 LR, just to see if it would make a difference in regards to accuracy. So I took out my BX 15 mag, put in his 10-round mag, and I noticed an instant improvement in my groups in regards to accuracy. And it got me thinking, and maybe there was something wrong with the BX 15 mag that came with my RPR. So after I shot a 6x5 with his 10-round mag, which produced amazing results, and I'll post up a picture right here. Just got done running a 6x5 with my Ruger Precision Rimfire 22 LR at 50 yards. You know, pretty impressive for CCI standard velocity. I instantly took his 10-round mag out and put in my 15-round mag, and I noticed there was an excessive amount of wobble in that mag while in the mag well, and I could actually pull the mag forward and the front of the magazine would tip forward. And so I took my 50-round mag back out and put in his 10-round mag, and I noticed there was much less wobble when pulling the magazine down, and that got me thinking. So the next day I instantly beelined it to Shields and bought this clear 10-round mag, and I started comparing, contrasting these two in the magazine well, and I could instantly tell that there was less forward movement or wobble of the magazine in the magazine well itself. So right after that, I jumped on forums such as Sniper's Hide. They actually have a really good rimfire section in there, a vast amount of knowledge on there. Some of the best and knowledgeable guys are on there shooting their Ruger Precision Rimfires and 22 LR. And I also found a YouTube video by 47 Products, and Michael on there was, you know, explaining the exact same problem that I found, and that was that forward movement, which it doesn't take much of a rocket scientist to realize that the angle that the round is stripped out of the magazine and fed into the chamber itself is making a big difference in regards to accuracy, and how the bullet itself is either nicked or shaved on the side. The smallest little nick or imperfection in that bullet is going to affect your accuracy. So as in the start of the video, you could see I put some JB weld on my 15 round mag. Come to the conclusion I wasn't going to use that anymore, being that the 10 round mags were producing much better results. So I put some JB weld on there and filed it down so I could just barely get the mag up in the magazine well with very little to no wobble. And although I reduced the amount of wobbleness, especially the forward movement, which heavily affects the angle in which the round is stripped from the magazine, I still noticed that when I took it to the range and shot it with this particular mag with the JB weld, it didn't really make any difference in regards to accuracy, and I was still getting better results with my 10 round mag. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put in the BX10 magazine, and I don't know if you can make this out in the video or not. Let me see if I can get a better angle here. Now if I pull down on the magazine, you can see it creates an entirely different angle in which the round is stripped from the magazine. Now more times than not, it's going to stay in this position, but when you're running that bolt back and forth, there is no way to guarantee that it doesn't do this, which I've noticed can put the smallest nick or scrape or whatever you want to call it on the bullet itself. In my opinion, I think that affects accuracy. So let me take out this BX10 mag and put in Michael's Rp Sled with 47 products in. Now it does fit rather snug, almost to the point where you can't even get it in. But I tell you, once it is in, there is not an ounce of wobble in this sled. And I am really trying hard to pull this down on the front, and it does not move one single bit. So let me back this up here a little bit so you can get a better idea of how the rounds enter the chamber itself. So first and foremost, my rifle's on safety and it's pointing in a safe direction. And I have a brand new CCI standard velocity bullet here. I'm going to try and zoom on this thing as best as I can with an iPhone. And you can notice there is not a single scrape, speck, scratch, you name it, on this CCI bullet. Now I'm going to load this into a 10 round mag, and I'm going to load this into the chamber and eject it. We're going to inspect the bullet itself. Alright, so here is the round after I ejected it from the BX10 mag. I'll try and zoom in on this a little bit. And you can notice right there, ever so slightly, there is a little nick or abrasion on the bullet itself. The other sides look good, but I really think that is how the round is stripped from the magazine and how it enters the chamber. It creates an ever so slight, I would say, bruise on the bullet itself. Now whether or not that heavily affects accuracy, you know, I can't prove that, but I'm sure it doesn't help. Okay, so I got the 47 product sled back in. I got a brand spanking new CCI standard velocity bullet here. We're just gonna quick check that out. As you can notice, there is not a single scratch or bruise on that bullet. So let's load this up into the sled. And man, does that ever feed easy. Let me see if I can catch this. So here is the ejected bullet, or cartridge I should say, off of the sled itself. And you can notice there is not a single scratch or bruise on that bullet. Now about the only thing I can possibly recognize here on this bullet itself, and try and zoom in here a little bit better, there is an ever so slight nick right there. I don't know if you can make that out. Let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit better. Right there. Now, I don't think that has anything to do with how the round is stripped off the sled and enters the chamber. I think there might be a small nick inside of that chamber itself causing that. But you can see there's a night and day difference in regards to the bullet itself. So let me grab another CCI standard velocity round here. I'm going to show you that the bullet is pristine. This is a brand new CCI round. It's never been fed into the chamber. So let's load this up on the sled. Now, when you're talking about sleds and not feeding rounds into your chamber from a magazine, more times than not, you're going for the ultimate precision. You know, you want an absolute line of sight stripping off that sled into the chamber itself. So let's feed this up. Man, is it ever so smooth on that bolt. All right, so let's check this out after I ejected it. And you can see there is not a single bruise on that bullet. So there's a reason why I'm going to split this up in 2 parts, if not more. Could be 3, I'm not sure, depends where this all goes. But, you know, obviously it's -60 out, so I can't shoot. And I figured if I don't do this, it's going to make this video ultra long. But so far, the fit and function in the magazine well on the sled itself, in my opinion, is top notch. There is not an ounce of wobble. There is no pulling down the front of the sled itself in comparison to the 10-round BX mag. And so far, I'm quite impressed. Now, I just put an F and a B, obviously front and back, so there's no second guessing when I load this up. It's kind of hard to tell exactly which way is front and back, being a sled in itself. So I just put an F and a B on there just to make it simple. Now, YouTube will not allow me to put links in the comment section or on the screen itself, but I'll just quick show you on my screen a screenshot of 47 Products website. You can easily just Google that, it'll bring it right up. Also, you can check out Michael's 47 Products LLC YouTube channel. Just jump on the search bar and search for it. It'll come right up. So I'm not going to waste my time with the JB Weld BX15 that fit a little bit more snug in the magazine well itself. You know, I tried this and I immediately tried my 10-round mag afterwards, and it was night and day difference in regards to accuracy. So if you're not interested in a sled and single feeding the rifle itself, I highly recommend getting a 10-round BX mag in comparison to the 15 or even larger capacity Ruger BX magazines. I've noticed a huge improvement in terms of how much that magazine tilts forward, and I think it's pretty rare. But if you want an inexpensive solution for the ultimate precision, it might be something to look forward to with this 47 Products RP sled. And I'm really looking forward to using it once the temperatures get back to normal and are not -60. So other than that, make sure you stay tuned to part 2 here, otherwise you're wasting your time here in part 1. When that will be, I'm not sure. That's all in the weather. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you next time.